Hi, I'm Veena, and I started Naturals way back in 2000. At that point, yes, I was a housewife and did not want to be a housewife. So that was one of the main reasons to start some business on my own. And why a saloon business? If you ask, it is at that point of time, there were no good saloons. In the sense, you had either high-end saloons which were in five-star hotels, which was unaffordable for a lot of people to go there, and also quite intimidating, to enter a five-star hotel to take these services. And on the other hand, you had very small, saloons, neighborhood saloons, which were not very hygienically maintained, and products also were not, you couldn't say you could get good quality products or services there. So this is what, gave me an idea of why not fill in this gap and start something which is affordable for the people and also give them good quality service. So that's how it started. So we started this saloon on one of the high streets of Chennai, and it was one of the big saloons, thinking, yes, we would make 60,000 from the first month. But it didn't turn out to be like that. It took us 3 years to see the business break even and give us profit. The 3 years were challenging, but we were determined to see that we come through and prove that we succeed. So that's how it was. My children had grown up, so I wanted to do something. So I wanted to see that it succeeds. Didn't want to go back on this. So after 3 years, yes, we went ahead. My husband joined me, and we went ahead and started a couple of more saloons. We got bank loans, and we opened up a few more saloons. We were about 5 saloons in a matter of 4 to 5 years. And then we realized that by ourselves, it was not possible to manage these saloons individually. So we were looking at franchising, or rather partnering. So that's when we went ahead and started looking for looking at franchising as an option. But initially, it was not what we expected. Franchising, people were not willing to come and join hands with us because we were not known. We were an unknown brand. We were just, a small company which has just started off, more like a startup at that point of time. So people were not willing to join hands with us. So then we looked at the next option, which was partnering. We invested 50%, and we had friends and family who also, thought this was a good way of probably starting something on their own. So they came along and invested 50%, and then we went ahead opening a few more saloons on that. Around 15-20 saloons went that way. And it was after this point that again we looked back at franchising, and that's when the change came in. Once we went into this mode of franchising, we moved from almost 54 to 108 saloons in a matter of 1 year. So our momentum came in when we started franchising, and I think that's what is taking us here. And when I talk of franchising, if you see our business model, we have a lot of women who are partnering with us. And since this industry, or this beauty industry itself, a lot of women take a lot of interest in this because, and it is also tailor-made for them. Being a service industry, women are more hospitable. So when they are able to handle customers, and they enjoy that relationship that they have with customers, meeting people. So this took off very well with women, and if you see, currently we have more than 300 women who are our partners, who are franchisees, and a lot of them, if you see, were earlier housewives who have not done business before. But today they are successfully able to handle, in fact some of them handle around 10 own salons of theirs. So that's how we've grown to this level. To build this brand, Naturals, we've done a lot of innovative marketing to start off with. I could say that initially we used to give a lot of vouchers, gift vouchers, and this was to bring in customers to try our services. And this was a huge success because a lot of people used to come in to try the services, and once they were comfortable and they liked the service, then they stuck on. And this way we built a big number of loyal customers. So this was one strategy that even today we follow, because any new salon which opens, we give out vouchers. We tie up with local brands and give vouchers for them to come and try our services, and it still works pretty well. Besides that, we've also, for a saloon brand, what we did for the first time is that we have a brand ambassador, and we got Karina as a brand ambassador. Currently, she's our brand ambassador. And even before this, we had Genelia. And before that, when we were maybe about 40-50 saloons, we had Deepika Palikal, who's an international #1 squash player. So we somehow, for a saloon, it was not heard of having a brand ambassador. So this also brought a lot of people to, identify with the brand. And so that was one thing that we did with our marketing. And besides that, we kind of brought in a lot of innovative services. We've always been bringing in new things. We had this concept called Beauty on Wheels, which was a mobile van, where we had all the equipments in the van, and we would take it to the neighborhood, then to wedding halls, for the bride to be dressed inside and out. So this was also a very new concept which people took in. Then we had dial a beautician, where we would go home to do service like like Domino's and all that. We had a bike where the women, the staff used to go home to give services to the customers. So we're always looking at something new. So we've been innovating, developing new services, new products. We had something called a fruit facial, which was a big hit for many years. It was a fresh fruit facial. Then customers would come and ask for such services at our salon. So these were something which kept us going. And even today, we are looking at introducing Ayurvedic facials. I mean, a concept called Ayurvedic salons, then sports salons, where the whole interior, the concept would be around sports. So that's something that is coming up now. Besides, we're also looking at bringing back home service, which is becoming very, very popular now, with an app probably, and doing on-call services. Today, the beauty industry is growing, and especially if you see with a lot of the IT boom, which has seen that growth in the beauty industry also, because a lot of young women, men want to be well groomed. Everybody is working and they have enough of disposable income in hand, so they want to spend it on grooming, because it's become very important. Earlier, if you see, people used to visit saloons when there was an occasion. Probably there's a wedding in the family or some occasion that people would visit. But today it is not that way. Grooming has become a necessity, and everybody wants to look groomed. So I think this will continue to grow. So there is a lot of if you see, even men today spend equal amounts of money at a salon. They also have slowly started visiting salons and spending a lot of money. So this industry is set to grow, and a lot of services which were earlier not looked at, probably hairstyling for an Indian market, which is still a little orthodox and all that. People now have so much of exposure that they also want to do whatever is in trend, and keep to the international market. Today, if you see, the role of an entrepreneur is to provide jobs, and obviously the government cannot provide jobs to so many people. So I think that becomes a primary role of an entrepreneur, and more entrepreneurs come in, more jobs opportunities are created. And so I think and today India is growing at such a fast pace that people are, a lot of them are coming into this, and I think the time is right for a lot of people to become entrepreneurs, because I think the atmosphere and the place is ready for it, with a lot of startups coming up now, and a lot of people interested in investing for new ventures. So I think we are at the right time, and initially, as I said, when we started off, we did have a lot of challenge in getting getting funds or getting loans to start open up salons, especially this industry as a saloon industry was not even looked at as banker. It was not even in the list for them to give loans, so it was a lot of challenge then. But today I think the economy is opening up and people are looking at new industries. So I think this is the right time for entrepreneurs to start and do well.